What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are back on Garageband doing an updated new version of my tutorial on the ultimate guide to mixing rap vocals. So I posted another video just about a little over a year ago, and to be honest, it has a lot of flaws in it. So I'm giving you guys a new version with new knowledge, new ways of going about things, and this is going to be just overall a much better tutorial. And by the way, I can actually get sound to transfer from my computer into the audio of the video, so that's definitely going to be helpful in this. Alright, so let's get straight into this. So I'm going to play you guys the dry track. There's nothing here, as you can see. I'm going to take out the channel EQ so that there's no effects, and you can just hear how it sounds with nothing. Family functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my M's, turn them into M's. Why you tryna make amends? What's that smell? It's heaven sins. Like I drop shit out the wind, dodging hella sins. So that was pretty bad, but we're gonna make it better. So we're gonna start with some subtractive EQ. So I took out everything on the vocal track except for this kind of subtractive bass EQ down the bottom. So our goal here is to take out the low end tones that kind of make it sound a little bit muddy, a little boxy, and make it a little more crisp and clear. So when it's playing, family functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my M's, turn them into M's. Why you trying to make amends? You can see that I can make it sound more crisp or not. So a good rule of thumb is maybe between 120 Hz and 220 Hz. Each person's sound and their voice is different, so there is no one rule that works for everything. So it's really up to you of how you want it to sound in the context of your mix. So the next thing that we're going to do is going to click this mid filter right here, this green color, and we're gonna find where like an oppressive tone is. Family functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my M's, turn them into M's. Why you trying to make amends? What's that smell? So that's one right there. Family functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my M's. You can kind of hear that like overtones that's not sounding pleasant. You want to get rid of some of those. So I'm going to get rid of that here. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. And then you want to take your shelf filter over here, and you want to go just about to maybe the 6K, 7K, and raise it. We're going to take this and take out some of these also harsher middle tones around the 500 mark. Cut it down a little bit. Because of the mic I'm using, everyone's mic is different. Your EQ might look a little different, but these are just general rule of thumbs. You take this and boost it. If you like the sound better, you can push it down, or you can push it back up. And if we play it, you can hear without and with. Family functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my M's, turn them into M's. Why you trying to make amends? What's that smell? It's heaven sins. Like I drop shit out the wind. So you can hear that difference. So let's move on to a compressor. So if you look over here, some of these words are softer and some of these words are louder, and there are inconsistencies in the recording. So we're going to try to smoothen that out and even it out as much as we can. So let's start with the compressor threshold. So this is the threshold at which the compressor will start to work at. So the farther down you put it, there's going to be more potential for a compression because more sound waves will be included in that. Now the ratio is just your compression, how much compression, and your attack is how fast that compressor starts to work. And your gain is just kind of your loudness of the mix. Pretty decently high ratio and a low attack. So I want it to work right away almost. So I'm gonna play it and we can see how it sounds. Functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my M's, turn them into M's. So as you can see, it's sounding a lot more clean, a lot smoother, and you can really hear the words much better. So next thing we're gonna do is pitch correction. So I already have my settings laid out right here, and I'm just gonna turn it on. And there we go, pitch correction is on. Alright, so let's keep on adding more textures. So another thing is the exciter. It can be found in your specialized section right here, and it's gonna add some brightness to the tones of your vocal track. So this right here is gonna be your frequency of
kind of what you want that to sound like. You can see.
Ain't no friends. Had a line around my amps, turn them into M's. Why you trying to make a
So I like to keep it at a little bit less than max, so you can get a little bit of brightness in there.
You trying to make amends? What's that smell? It's heaven sins. Like I drop shit out the wind, dodging Allisons.
Alright, the next thing we're going to do is go into our de-esser. So I don't have it super high because I don't like to have it super high unless I really need it to. And suppression frequency basically says what's the threshold for the frequency that the de-esser will start working at. Next thing, which I also think is pretty important, is reverb. So this is what you're going to do to give your sound more space, and it's just another color that you can use to create contrast and more textures. So if you go and look into reverb, you have a bunch of different plugins. I like Platinum Verb the best. I think it has the most options, especially for a rap song like this. When you're mixing rap vocals, you don't want a ton of reverb unless you're maybe doing a hook or something that's more melodic. And now I'm going to try to mix it into the track. Alright guys, everything is all leveled out here with my vocal track and my instrumental, so I'm going to play the final version.
Family functions ain't no friends. Had a line around my amps, turn them into M's. Why you trying to make amends? What's that smell? It's heaven sins. Like I drop shit out the wind, dodging Allisons.
So that's sounding so much better than what we started with. And again, these are just guidelines to help you guys mix your own vocals. And that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Please show this video some love. I really want to get it to more popularity than my old video on mixing rap vocals, because frankly, this is much better. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys are all staying safe, staying at home, and